I know he will do it again and again. He will do it again and again.
Welcome, my sister. Welcome. Emeka Ejiofor, you're welcome. Daniel Ekuma, you're welcome. Dubem Emmanuel, you're welcome, Dubem. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Please share if you can. Share to your family and friends. Share in your WhatsApp group. Share it to anyone around you. Let them come around. Thank you, my dear. Dubem Emmanuel. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining wherever you're joining from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. Share the video on your platform. Share to your WhatsApp group. Share to family and friends. Anybody you can get close to, please share and continue to share. Thank you so much, Dubem. May Chukwu bless you. Ekwe Chidi, you're welcome. Ekwe Chidi, you're welcome. You're welcome, Ekwe Chidi. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everyone who has connected from any angle you're connecting from anywhere you have joined me. I say, may Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect you. Secure all of us and give us the grace to continue to fight the battle to the end. We can never stop. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter the propaganda they are pushing. It doesn't matter the angle they are coming from. We can never stop, and they can't stop us. They cannot stop us. They are trying every now and again to see that they can demoralize us, see that they can stop us, but they cannot stop us. As they are bringing all their deceit, bringing all their distraction, bringing all their weapon of warfare, we will continue to defeat them. Yes, we will continue to defeat them as much as we can. They can't succeed. No matter how they try, they will never succeed. Never. They will never succeed. Because we know what we are doing and we know the cause we are fighting for. We know what we are pursuing. And as long as we are fighting for the right cause and going for the right thing, they will never ever succeed to take over our struggle. They will never succeed to take over that which belongs to us. You have seen the new propaganda that is coming. We are going to deal with the new propaganda they are presenting. The new propaganda they are pushing forward and presenting to us, we are going to try as much as possible to put that propaganda and tear it to pieces. See, every time I knew about it from the beginning of this year, I said it that this year is going to be a year of massive propaganda. It's going to be a year of massive deceit. It's going to be a year of massive confusion. Many people will fall aside. And also, many people are going to lose their life this year. It is something that is going to happen, it's bound to happen, but we are not praying for something that is bad. We are not praying for something that is bad. It's just that these are the things that are going to happen. And as we see them coming, as we see people planning all those evil, we have to continue to alert our people. We have to continue to notify our people, notify fellow Biafrans, and let them know where we are and where we are heading to. Because if you keep quiet, if you keep silent, the Janjaweed, the people we are dealing with, they are not relenting. They will do everything possible to make sure that they confuse the Biafran people and make us stop doing what we are doing. That is exactly where we are today. Today, you see them planning all manner of evil, coming with their attack from all angles, from all corners, pushing all manner of lies against Biafra people. But we will not accept that. You can see what has just transpired in the issue of the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Abia State. In that case in Abia State, let me tell you, it has not ended. That case, the way the case went, it is just a deceit to deceive our Biafran people. But let me tell you, anytime the Janjaweed plans something to destroy the struggle, anytime Janjaweed plans something against the Biafra, it backfires. It becomes positive to our own side. Every negative thing that the Janjaweed do becomes a positive thing to us. It turned out to positive. If you check their motive and intention they had in that very declaration, in that very verdict that they gave in Abia State, in that verdict they gave in Abia State, they have bad intention. They have bad intention. They have a very bad intention in that very thing they presented. They have bad intention. But glory be to Chukwu Okike that we are ahead of them. It doesn't matter the propaganda they are pushing. We are ahead of them. When they say they award Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion and they expect us to be jumping up, and some of our Biafran people have misunderstood that, let me tell you, it is good to have victory, but let me tell you, it is not time to celebrate. It is not yet time to celebrate. The Janjaweed can never give you a justice, a genuine justice. That justice that they gave to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not genuine. It's not a genuine justice. It is not. They had a bad intention. They had a bad intention in that justice they gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were trying to project it in order to be able to capture the world and bring the world attention on what is going on. To make the world see them as people who are obeying the law. To make the world see them as people who are following due process. But you and I know that nobody in the Janjaweed, among the Janjaweed, in that contraption called Nigeria, nobody follows the due process. There is no due process anywhere in the contraption called Nigeria. No due process. Nobody follows any due process. I have never seen. If you have seen any due process in that contraption called Nigeria, write it down. There have been so many court cases in the past. They never obeyed court order. They never obeyed any order. Just look at our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The order that we are given how many months ago, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was detained, common to change his dress. They stopped him from changing his dress. They have never allowed him to sleep quite right. They've never allowed him to have communication. They never allow him to do his prayers. Never allow him access to the things he's supposed to have access to. Even his own lawyers were almost stripped naked before they go to see him. A country that you know that doesn't obey law. You see, the recent lawyer will get the recent lawyer who is the lead counsel, Michael Zokomen, senior advocate of Nigeria, Michael Zokomen, who is leading the council now. Mike Ozoko may have faced the same condition. They almost stripped him naked when he went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He had just screamed out. So, this is a lawless country, a country that doesn't obey law. And you see, something that was even their court have told them to change the dress of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They couldn't change it. They still brought him back on the 18th. They still brought him back on the 18th to the court with that same dress. And the judge have to shout again. When judge shout again, now on the 19th, they said that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu refused to change the clothes. Ask me, how can he change a clothes when there is no clothes with him? How can our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu change a clothes when no clothes was given to him? You want him to wear the clothes that the Janjaweed have given to him? Is that what you want him to wear? Who knows what they have given him to wear? Who knows the kind of clothes they have given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to wear that he rejected? That is how lawless these people are. That is how lawless they are. A country that doesn't obey law, even their own law court, their own judge, they disobey it. They disobey it. And today, you see them pushing their own agenda. They are pushing their own agenda, pushing their own system. You see them announcing about the 1 billion they gave to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't care about 1 billion. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need 1 billion, Biafra people can give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion. IPOB alone can give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than 1 billion. What is 1 billion naira? And if you want to see clearly the injustice in that justice that they give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is injustice in justice. The injustice in that justice they gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, trying to vindicate their law court, trying to vindicate their court system. The injustice in that is when you compare the judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the judgment of Igbo, compare the judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the judgment of Igbo, then you begin to see the injustice and the lie and the evil that they didn't do anything they did with their good intention. In the case of Sunday Igbo, how many people were killed? 2 people. I am bringing this illustration not to talk down to Aduda people. I'm not talking down on Sunday Igbo. Sunday Igbo was offended. He has the right to get every single thing he got. He has the right to get it. But I'm not trying to demonize him. I'm not trying to talk against him or Aduda brother. I'm trying to show you between the line where the Janjaweed is playing their game, where the hatred, the kind of hatred the Janjaweed have on Biafra people. That's what I'm trying to present to you now. In the case of Sunday Igbo in his home, they lost 2 people and some of the properties were destroyed. In the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 28 people were mowed down. Animals were killed. Jack the dog was killed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost his parents because of that invasion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu almost lost his life. So many other people were killed who were not given account to. Some people are still missing. Up to today, people are still missing. But yet, only 1 billion was awarded to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But in the case of Sunday Igbo, where 2 people died and properties destroyed, he was given 20 billion. Now compare and contrast. You begin to see, read between the line. 20 billion was awarded to Sunday Igbo, but to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 1 billion. You and I know that the Janjaweed government can never pay this money. They will never pay the money. Janjaweed government will never ever pay the money. They won't. But the actual fact is that it is not about the money. They themselves, even before they make the announcement, they know that they are not going to pay. They already prepared that they are not going to pay. The fact is not the money. The major thing we are talking about here is not the money. What we are speaking about now is the justice that was given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is that the justice that is supposed to be given? That thing that was given to Mazi Nnamdi, was it justice? It wasn't justice. They did that in order to vindicate themselves, to show us that their justice system is working. That was why they did what they did. They did what they did in order to show the world that their justice system is working. But you and I know that their justice system is fraud. It's flawed. It's not working anywhere. If it was genuine, how can you award 20 billion to a place where 2 people died and few properties destroyed, compared to a place where 28 people and animals were killed? The whole palace of a king was destroyed. The king and the wife lost their life in the process. Yet you award only 1 billion. Can you read between the line and see the wickedness in that country of Nigeria? You see why every Biafran have to stand up and continue to fight and call for breakup of this contraption. You have to begin to fight more than ever. Their strategy is against Biafra. It is not, don't think that they did that judgment was given to favor you. It wasn't given for our own favor. It wasn't given for our own favor. But let me tell you one thing. The only thing that we are going to hold hand on that field is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never at any point in time jumped bail. Confirmed. It has today been confirmed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never ever jumped bail. That is the only confirmation we got from that court. But go to their media. Go and check every media that is showing that news. Every media that is showing that news. None of them is talking about that jumping of bail. None of them is changing that word, that false information that we are pushing. When you go to the media, every day you see them talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jump bail. He jumped bail. He jumped bail. All those false information that we are pushing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, after he has been vindicated that he never jumped bail, none of them is coming out to speak and say that yes, he never jumped bail. None of them. And that is what we, the Biafran, are supposed to carry. Continue to propagate that matter that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never at any point in time jumped bail. And that alone destroy every allegation they have against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, why they are planning their evil. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is using their evil to work against them themselves. You cannot build something on nothing. You can't. Every case that they present against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, if they like, they can amend it to 20 charges, amend it to 100 charges. Every charges they are bringing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have its base on the invasion in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at Afaruku. That is the foundation. The foundation of the case they are holding against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today in the court, the foundation is based on what transpired in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Afaruku. And for the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today have gotten victory, and for the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never jumped bail, it has been clear and very clear that they went to home of Mazi Nnamdi to kill him. They went to kill him. That alone have vindicated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that alone have destroyed every single case they have against him. You see their lawyer saying that he has evidence, he has people to testify. Testify about what? Testify that you never invaded his house? Testify that people were not killed in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Testify that people were not missing? This is how evil the zoo is. Very, very evil. That is why Biafrans must not be silent. You must not relent in your effort. Anything you are doing to free yourself from this janjaweed, you must have to continue to do it. Do it and do more. It is not an easy task to escape them. It is not an easy task. And let me tell you, the only thing that will eventually free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our civil disobedience. We have to continue to embark on a massive civil disobedience. It is mass action. The mass action, only mass action, we invite the international communities to begin to watch. Only mass action, we make the janjaweed to turn back and call us for discussion. You see, even the judge advised them to discuss with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to dialogue with him. It is only mass action. The janjaweed are stubborn. They are not people you will just tell something and they will do it. There must be an extraordinary action to make janjaweed do what they are supposed to do. There must be an extraordinary action to make United Nations and other world to begin to talk and speak the right language. If you fold your hands, they will never do anything. That is why I support 101% when people are calling on civil disobedience. Sit at home on Sunday and on Monday. Economic sanction to southeastern part of Nigeria. Biafra land, not just the South, the Biafra land. And you see some people begin to tell you about building a southeast economy. They want to be. Let me tell you, there is no economy you can build in Biafra land as long as we remain with the janjaweed. As long as Biafra remain under this present janjaweed, there is no way you can build any economy. No way. You can't build any economy in Biafra land as long as we are still in Nigeria. There is no. Go and check all their economic policy they are implementing. Does it anywhere affect any place in Biafra land? Every billion they are investing in their economy. Did you see them invest anything in Biafra land? Every money they are investing to improve economy. Do you see them investing anything in Biafra land? They never do. What they do is that when we struggle to make our investment, they will come to destroy it. The only thing you see is that After we invested, they will come and destroy it. Every single thing you put in order, they will destroy it and trash it. That is what they do. That is why you see them using the governors, using the politicians, using even members of Biafran, using Biafrans, and even members of IPOB, using them to destroy their fellow brothers and sisters. They have even gotten insiders to destroy not just our economic insurance. That's why you see them burning houses, killing people indiscriminately for committing no crime, simply because they are asking for self-determination. How can that stand? How can that stand? These people have succeeded in hijacking their conventional media. Go and check the conventional media today. Go and check them what they are saying. These are people who have been pushing a propaganda against IPOB, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Each time they call his name, they say John Bell. Each time they mention his name, they say John Bell. Finally, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been vindicated. He did not John Bell anywhere. How many of them are speaking about that today in their media? Instead, what their media is saying is that one of them that I just saw his video in TVC, they were just saying that the government cannot win any civil case. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won the case. And in any human rights case, that government can never win any human rights case. In other words, telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't innocent. He was only innocent because of it's a human rights case. This is how evil. This is how evil the media in Nigeria is. Evil media. Evil media. The only thing you will see them promoting now, they are going to be promoting and be telling you that the justice system of Nigeria is working. Go to their media. What they are going to be promoting is that the justice system of Nigeria is working, even when they know that it is not working. This is what their media will be promoting. They will be promoting the justice system. They will tell you that Muhammadu Buhari obeys law. Muhammadu Buhari follows the justice system. This is what you'll be hearing in their media. They won't even speak that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never jumped bail, which is the main key thing that have been revealed. They will never talk about it. This is the injustice personified, injustice institutionalized in Nigeria. This is why everybody who calls himself a one Nigerian should be sorry for him or herself. It is high time you wake up. Wake up and look for a nation where you can defend, a nation where you can hit your chest and say, yes, this is my nation. A nation you can protect with your life. A nation you can fight for. That nation is Biafra. That is why we are calling for every Biafran person to wake up and stand up. It is not time to celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate. Our Sunya Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the hand of the DSS. He is still undergoing torture as you're watching me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still undergoing torture. The same way you knew it, the same thing is still going on as you're watching this video. There is nothing to celebrate. Because the man they are holding, the person they went to kidnap in Kenya and sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, is an innocent man. Very innocent man. He has not committed any crime anywhere. He has not done any evil. He has not killed anybody. He has not called for any army. All he's asking for is self-determination, a legitimate right for everybody that is living in that country called Nigeria, a legitimate right supported by the law in the world, a legitimate right supported by international law, supported by Nigerian law, supported by African chartered law, self-determination. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking for, and nothing else. Some will say he established a security. He established a security outfit, which is also a legitimate right for self-defense. You can see the killing that is happening in Biafran land. Killing has been going on before he established that. Biafran people were mowed down in their farms, several places. Biafrans were losing their life. He couldn't take it. Then he called on the governors first to do the establishment. The governors refused to protect the people. They refused to form a security outfit. Even when the Northern lands have their own security outfit, they have the Hisbah. They have the Hisbah. They have arms. They are arresting people. They arrest even the main police. In the southwest, we have the Amoteku. But the southeastern governors refused not to do anything until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rose up and took it upon himself to establish the ESN to protect the southeastern region. When he established the ESN, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. Instead of them supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they came after him. They tried by all means to destroy that very thing that he has established. They try to make sure that the people in the southern part of Nigeria, the southeastern part of Nigeria, are not protected. And when I'm talking about the southeast, I mean the old southeastern region, the south and the present southeast with the lower Benue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rose up for our protection. But they didn't allow him. They didn't allow him. They got angry because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have created awareness to wake up everyone that is sleeping. Biafrans, we are no longer sleeping. Oduduwas, we are no longer sleeping. The Middle Belters, we are no longer sleeping. Every single human being in that country of Nigeria was ready to protect their region. That is why they couldn't hold it. They rose up and began to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from east, west, north, and south, from right, left, and center. Attack we are coming on daily basis. They've infiltrated even the IPOB. And today, here we are. The vindication have started. Do not celebrate that 1 billion. The justice you see is an injustice. That thing that they brought is an injustice in their justice system. Look at it critically. You will see the injustice in their justice system. When you look at the case of Sunday Igboho, look at the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then you see the injustice in their justice system. So they were doing it to promote their own agenda. But in the other way around, Chukwu Okeke Abiama have used that to vindicate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, showing all that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never jumped any bail. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer. That was why the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was able to say in the interview that you cannot build something on nothing. You can't build something on nothing because the foundation of every charges you see them leveling against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the foundation is on Afaruku when the house was invaded. That was the foundation. And now that the foundation has been destroyed, there is nothing you can place on that foundation that can stand. Nothing. There is no charges you can place. There is no charge you can place on that foundation that can stand. All of them are frivolous charges. They can't hold water because that is the source of every other charges. Chukwu Okeke Abiama is fighting his battle for you and I. We have to do our part. I say it again. Nobody is going to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is you and I that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The ordinary people, the masses. The Janjaweed know that. That is why their president, the imposter in Asrock, said that. The Anota Forum said the same thing. The Attorney General of the Federation said the same thing, Malani. That the reaction of the people will determine if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have a political solution or not. It is not the movement of the politicians. It is not the begging of the politician. It is not the begging of Ohanes and Igbo. It is not the begging of the elders that will bring political solution. What will bring political solution is mass action. That is why we are calling for massive civil disobedience in the contraption. Massive, mainly in Biafra land. Every Biafra land in the coastal region, in the mainland, anywhere you are in Biafra land, let there be massive civil disobedience. Don't give your revenue to them. Don't give your revenue to them. Economic sanction to them. This is what is going to trigger the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have no choice than to release him. When we begin to do what we are supposed to do, you will see the Janjaweed themselves. They will be the one to be calling for this very thing we are asking for. This very thing that elders went to ask for. It is them that we call for it. It is them. We are not the one that will call for it. You see, even the judge in Abia State advised them that they should go and dialogue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and discuss with him out of the court. That is the only best way to go. That they should stop detaining him and delaying him. But you know, Janjaweed, they never listen. They never obey law. So many people have been granted bail in that very country of Nigeria. They never left them. Remember the first time they arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He was granted bail, several courts, so many places granted him bail, but they refused to leave him. Until finally, when he was left, and then they went to his house to go and kill him. There are so many other people who are still suffering today, who are still in captivity in that country, even after they got their bail. A justice system that is not there. A justice system of Nigeria is there to enslave you, to make sure you remain down and never come up. That is why we have to continue to fight with all our strength and make sure we continue to stand with those who are standing for the truth. Stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, stand for the truth. The truth and only but the truth can set us free. The truth and only truth can set us free. Mass action. That is what is going to set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. Not what anybody is doing. Politicians cannot save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyers alone cannot save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The justice system there cannot save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The agenda with us cannot save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing will save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is mass action through civil disobedience. So, if you're praying, you have to pray more. If you're broadcasting, broadcast more. Stand on the truth. If you're fighting, fight more. If you're sitting at home, sit at home more, add more days. Embark on the massive civil disobedience. Embark on economic sanction against the Janjaweed in Biafran land. And if anybody is telling you that it's a fight against Biafran land and it doesn't affect the Janjaweed, it is affecting them. That is why anything you do in Biafran land becomes a talk of the town. Anything you do in Biafran land, Asorok will be in trouble. They will be calling, because the world will be watching. They will be calling the governors to take over, to take charge, and make sure that they spoil what is going on. That is why the governors do not want us to sit at home. Because the sit at home simply means that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in control. And we have to continue to show this way that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in control. If they succeed in making the world believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in control, it's going to be difficult. If they succeed, it will be difficult. That is why every single Biafran, wherever you are, we have to wake up and begin to do the right thing. Now is the time, not tomorrow. Now. Now is the time. May Chukwu be my guide and protect everyone that has joined me on this brief broadcast. I thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for sharing, everyone that has shared. I say, may Chukwu be my guide and protect you and secure you. May Chukwu be my guide and protect every Biafran, every Oduduwan, every Middle Beltan, anyone that is genuinely fighting for the freedom of their people. I say, may Chukwu be my guide and protect you and secure you. We will see the end of the 2022. 2022 will never see our end. Every hand that have shared this video, you will see the end of 2022. 2022 will never see your end. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. May Chukwu guide and protect our Suda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, secure our Suda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and bring him back to us very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember, see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.